Hey, lighthouse makers, are you ready? We are going to make some houses now. That is the plan. You can see from this example, I got a bigger house and then a little house. You can decide however you want to make your houses. It can look like your house, like your real house. These are the houses and spaces where the actual lighthouse keeper would live. They don't live in the tower of the lighthouse. They have their bedroom, they have a kitchen, just a normal house. It just happens to be attached to a lighthouse. So let's get started. Okay, we are going to start with some other decorative papers you might have found in your bag or in your house. And I'm just going to use these plain ones. You might have some fancier ones than me, which is great. And I have been using a Post-it stack to help me make 3" by 3" squares, and that has been so helpful. So I'm going to use this guy again. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a nice big house. I'm going to start with my 3" square Post-it, and I am just going to line up the corners with 2 sides of the paper. Draw the other 2 sides, just like that. Cut out my square. If you don't have a square to make a Post-it, or excuse me, to make a house, you can look at the last video that we just looked at, which was how to make the top of the lighthouse. And it shows you how to make a square. So here we go. This is going to be my house. Are you ready? This is the easiest house in the world. Fold this in half. You don't even need a pencil. Okay, but this part's really important. You get one shot. See the fold? Okay, put the fold in your hand that doesn't hold the scissors. You're pinching the fold. That's really important. Pinch the fold. Next, you're going to cut from wherever you decide you want the roof to start up to the top corner. It's a really basic house, right? If you want the roof edge to come in a little bit and go down, here's a fun trick. Ready? Fold it back again. I'm going to turn it to its side. So here's the roof. Put a little snip. Do you see where the corner is right here? Go down a little ways, like 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. And just put a snip in another 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch. So real tiny, real small. See that? Real small. And then I'm going to cut a straight cut parallel to the edge of the house from the bottom up to the cut that I just made. Ta-da! Open it up. There you go. Got a house. So the great thing about this now is I could take my marker, I could draw windows, I could actually color in the roof if I wanted to. So that part, you can do all kinds of neat things to make your house. Make a door. You can use extra papers for things on your house. So I had some of these papers left over from earlier. I could use some of these decorative papers that I have and make windows, or I could make a door. I could use them for the roof if I want to do something kind of fun and funky for that. So totally whatever you want to do. So a small house, how do you make a small house? Because you know how to make a big house. Well, go back to your paper. A small house can be any size, right? Look at that. I could make another house. If I want the same color, all I have to do is fold a corner up to another edge right there. See how I made that triangle? I just fold it up flat. This is the same trick I used earlier. Then you cut it, and that makes a square, and you just make a house again just like that. I'm not going to give you too many instructions on how to make a house because you know what a house looks like. These are super basic houses, right? Have fun making your houses. Now don't use up all your decorative paper because we're gonna need it later for our boats. So just use a little bit. Save the rest for your boats. And later when we have scraps from the boats, you can add more to your house. So you don't have to finish your house right now. You can wait till later. All right. If you are satisfied with the basic shape of your house though, you can go ahead and glue it down. That way you don't lose it, because that would be so sad if you lost your house. You can glue your house a little bit below and in front of your lighthouse. So here's the line that is the bottom of my lighthouse. So I am gluing this about 1/2 inch lower. So with the perspective, you can actually see that this looks like it is in front of the lighthouse. If you want to go directly in front, you can, but you might have a door or something there. A lot of times they are off to the side like this. So decide how you'd like to do it. Have fun. I can't wait to see all your houses.